What are the 5 biggest myths in solar? Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ivan, and I try to help you not be ignorant in solar and actually try to help you build a viable business that you can sell remotely from anywhere in the world. Today, we're talking about the 5 biggest myths in the industry. I think the first myth that people tend to believe that is totally wrong is that you can only compete on price. And that is so wrong, because the reality is that you help people, but it's not just on price. You help people save money long term. A lot of times, salespeople undervalue what they do, and so they don't understand that a huge portion of the value add is the explanation in and of itself. If solar was all about offering the lowest possible price to every homeowner, then the majority of people will be out of business. And that's simply not how it works. There's a lot of variables, and the homeowner needs to know about these before they make one of the biggest decisions of their life outside of invested in their home. But a lot of these people, especially the ones you're going to be talking to, that's like the second or third biggest purchase in their life. So of course they're going to care about knowing every single little detail. So a lot of people just don't understand that that's where you do the value add. That's why you do not sell on price. You sell on value. So yes, that's a myth, and it's impossible to sell on price. There's always going to be someone who's going to undercut you. It's just like with anything else. If I was a personal trainer, which I was, instead of doing $25 an hour, I was doing $50 or $60 an hour. Why? Because I knew my worth, and that's what it is. A lot of people just don't realize their worth. And so you have to make sure that what you're offering is superior than some random dude who doesn't know anything about what the homeowner actually cares about in the deal. That's why I believe this to be a super big myth, and you should never sell on price. I'm not saying rip people off. I am saying know your worth. Second thing is, you have to know everything about how solar works. I need to be like an electrician. Bro, I've been in solar for 4 years. I still don't understand how everything works. I know the solar panels produce some type of energy. There's an inverter. The energy goes through the wires to the inverter. It goes from DC to AC, and that's how it's converted to an actual electricity that's usable. But the thing is that I don't say that to anybody, because if I did say it, I would confuse the hell out of them. And a confused homeowner is not a buyer. I tell people, listen, you might as well not learn the stuff that you don't need to know about. We as people, we have the tendency. We know something, we want to bring it up always. That's not adding any value to the homeowner, and you're not helping him at all. And I believe a lot of times the less you know, the better. Number 3 is it's hard to sell remotely. And I've heard it time and time again. How do you sell remotely? You're selling the same product. Product doesn't lose value at all. All it is that now you have to spend a little bit more time and be conscious about the fact that they can't see you, they can't feel you. You have to build trust. And the trust building process is just different than what it looks like when you're in the home. And you have to be aware of that. So when you understand what the process actually entails, then you know how to get somebody from point A to point B in a step-by-step manner without confusing them. And that's what solar sales it's all about. Number 4, industry is super saturated. And I'm like, oh my God, have I heard this like 1,000 times? If I got a dime every time I heard this, I would have been a millionaire. No, but for real though, there is states where solar is saturated. The tendency is that the sunshine states are already saturated. But the thing is that you don't have to sell in those states. You can go to states in the Midwest or in the East Coast 10 times better with a lot less effort involved. No, the industry is not saturated. There are saturated market. Now, can you still sell solar in a saturated market? Absolutely. But why would you when you can choose to be anywhere? And I tell people this, listen, if I can make my money work more or better for me than in any other given situation, why wouldn't I? And number 5 is that you have to join a solar company in order to learn the industry. Getting on my nerves every time I hear it. I'm like, man, I'm thinking about joining a solar company. So what do you think the solar company is going to teach you, bro? They're going to teach you how to knock doors. That's exploitation. And they use you because because you don't know any better. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I want you to understand. You do not need to work for anybody. Should you choose to do that? Absolutely. If you don't want to build a business in solar, then sure, go ahead and work for somebody. But I'm just saying, like, this ain't no corporate America where you get benefits from staying in the company for 5 to 10 years. This industry is eat what you kill. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did get value out of it, please give it a like. And if you have any question, please leave it a comment down below. I would love to answer your question. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you again on the next one. Let's go.